Hey everyone, today I'm reviewing Sufjan Stevens' Illinois. So Illinois is kind of a long album. It's like an hour and 10 minutes and it has 22 tracks. The tracks, I mean, it's 22 because there's probably a quarter of them, a third of them that are like less than a minute long interlude that just have really long titles, usually involving something with Illinois history or just facts about Illinois or his opinions on them. And to sum up the album, when I was listening to it, it felt like Sufjan Stevens was like a tour guide at a museum for Illinois. It's like you're on a field trip or some shit, and he was the guy giving you pamphlets and like leading you around the museum. And he's dropping some knowledge about Illinois, random facts. He might sprinkle in some of his personal stories here and there. And that's kind of the vibe I got from the album. The album has a good mix of these like very happy, I want to say, or maybe not happy, but upbeat, very cheerful sounding tracks that have these amazing backing vocals of Sufjan. Tracks like Come On Feel the Illinois, Chicago, Man of Steel, those sort of tracks. And then there's also these quieter tracks that feel a lot more personal, feel a lot more down to earth in comparison to these larger tracks on the album. Tracks like John Wayne Gacy Jr. and Casimir Pulaski Day. I know I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry. And the album has a good mix of these tracks, as well as some other tracks like Jacksonville would kind of break that mold. And it's just a very varied album. The sound is pretty similar throughout, I would say. I don't think the sound becomes boring throughout the album. I feel like it's constantly enjoyable and interesting. And the album is just kind of amazing. It feels magical listening to it. It sounds like this amazing journey and somebody's telling you these awesome stories about Illinois. And it makes the state sound fucking amazing. And I can tell you from having gone there before, it's all right. My favorite track by far on this album is The Predatory Wasp of Palisades. It combines the best elements of this album to me into one single song. It has Sufjan's deeply personal story and personal experiences combined with the super powerful kind of grander sound that a lot of these songs have. And it's just a beautiful song that mixes a lot of the best parts of this album together into a single track. My other favorite is probably The Man of Metropolis Steals Our Heart. It's just so good. I love the guitar on it. I love everything about that song. I mean, what else can I say? My only issue with the album is, if I'm being honest, I feel like the final quarter of the album kind of drags a bit. From the start of the Sears Tower to the last track, Out of Egypt, I just feel like the album starts to drag a bit. The charm of it wears off, kind of. And don't get me wrong, the Sears Tower and The Tallest Man, The Broadest Shoulders are both pretty good songs, but especially with the instrumental last two tracks and just them being longer songs, especially The Tallest Man, I just found them not as interesting as the album had been previously, and it feels like it just ends the album off on kind of an odd note. While it's not bad by any means, I just feel like in comparison to the rest of the album, it's kind of a letdown. But besides that, I mean, this album's fucking magical. It's incredible. It feels like it goes by insanely fast, except for the very end, in my opinion. And it's just because of the amount of variety on this album, how great Sufjan sounds and everything, and just how much is going on. And it works super well together, except on the end portion, in my opinion. I'm gonna give Illinois by Sufjan Stevens a 9 out of 10. That's what I thought about the album. What do you guys think about the album? Do you love it? Do you not like it? Tell me in the comments below. Or say some other shit. It doesn't really matter. But thank you for watching and have a good day.